Hey, today I'm talking about the newest film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Fantastic Four: First Steps. This stars a ton of actors that you should recognize, and the basic premise is, in an alternative universe, this is the fourth year in which this group of superheroes has existed, and they have dramatically changed the shape of the entire world. But their lives are about to get turned upside down by a pregnancy. And yeah, no, I crazy loved this movie. Firstly, I just love the retro futuristic look of it all. Like, that in and of itself is so much fun and refreshing, but in general, I just really love that vibe. Like, it's very Tomorrowland, and I just eat that stuff up. Plus, it's just nice to like have these characters who are making this incredible technology and it's actually being implemented around the world. Like, that's just beautiful and fun to see. I loved that the story was just about a family trying to protect their baby. Like, it's so unique for a superhero film. Like, yeah, technically this is a MacGuffin story, like the bad guy's trying to get the baby, but having it be an actual child is so interesting because it just brings up so many fascinating moral questions. Like, is trading one life for, let's just say, 6 billion worth it? Like, would you sacrifice your child? Would you sacrifice your parent? Would you sacrifice the person you love most in the world to save everyone? That's just an impossible question, right? So that was just so interesting. And they did such a great job with the characterization, especially of the four. Like, they each have their own strengths and are smart in their own way. Like, yeah, Reed Richards is the smartest and the leader, but he doesn't know everything and he can't do everything. So, like, he's not a public speaker. He doesn't know how to cook. He doesn't know how to drive. He's not a good people person. Whereas, like, you got Sue, who is without a doubt a people person. Like, when she is in front of the UN, she is commanding that room. She has complete control over it. Or when she was making the speech to everyone when holding the baby, like, that was so brilliant. And then she's, again, also smart. Like, she can read people really well. Like, she incredibly knows read, but also, like, has just a good memory of, like, oh, this is where the iodine is. And then you got Ben, who's just a big old ball of love. I love Ben. He's great. And then finally, there's Johnny. And honestly, I connected to Johnny the most of all. And I think part of that is because his strength is more so about one-on-one interactions. And that's where I get energized. That's what I love the most, is just simple one-on-one interactions. Like him talking to his sister or talking to Ben, or just these beautiful moments. Or the really standout one, of course, is him with the Silver Surfer, like the first one when they're up in space, or later when he does confront her with everything. Those were some of my favorite moments of the film because it's clear there's this deep love within Johnny. Like, he's both troubled by her, the Silver Surfer, and loves her. She made this incredible sacrifice to save her people, and he was willing to make the exact same sacrifice for his people. But then he also, in a sense, hates her because of all of the pain and death that she's caused. So, like, he both loves and almost admires her, but also loathes her because of the destruction that she's brought. And, like, that turmoil is such an interesting character moment. And then also, too, like, I can relate because he falls in love with the Silver Surfer, and like, I've fallen in love with Julia Garner so many times. Like, oh my god. Ugh. And then speaking of the Silver Surfer herself, like, I just loved her whole storyline. Like, her painful backstory really struck a chord with me. And then I also just loved the fact that they let her surf. Like, they did the cool lava surfing, and then also later they did the faster than light surfing stuff. Like, that was just so neat. I really loved how they played into that. And then speaking of the bad guys, Galactus was great too. Just his design, his height, his motivations were so interesting. Like, yeah, he has this unending hunger for sure, but he wants to be done with it, right? Like, that is totally understandable. Like, people in general don't want to work for forever. Eventually they're gonna get tired and want to rest, and that's all he wants to do. So, like, yeah, I get it. And then overall, I would say they did such a great job with, like, this lingering sense of dread about the world ending. Like, yeah, superhero movies do world ending stuff all the time, but it was very reminiscent of the time period, the 60s, of like the nuclear bomb scare of like at any moment the nuke could land and we're all just gone. And the movie has that same sort of dread of like the end is here, probably, but we still have to keep doing stuff. And then it does a good job of balancing that too with like the kind of summer of love vibes of the 60s, of like the world coming together to work towards these goals that we have to work together towards. Because if we're not all in this together, we can't succeed. And yeah, that's just beautiful. I love it to bits. Top to bottom, I really thoroughly enjoyed this movie. It was so much fun. It was so interesting. It felt so refreshing and different. I love that it felt like an adult story because, you know, it's dealing with the life of a child. So yeah, no, this was just a really great, fascinating, fantastic new film that I crazy love and would wholeheartedly recommend. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed, definitely recommend. And now for my ranking, I put this at number 3 in the really like section. And this is out of a total of 67 new movies so far this year.